Where are you? Here we go. And now, it's time to begin the 8-bit classic. When it loads. There we go. There we are. Beautiful. This is really quiet. I'm going to have to bump up the volume of this one. I forgot Master Systems tend to be a little bit quieter than the Mega Drive. Well, Sega Saturn even. Yeah, there we go. That's sped up. Alright. Oh. So, contrary to what people may think, this isn't just another version of Sonic 1. I mean, it is, but this game is actually a different game completely. Level design 100% different. The only thing that's the same between this and normal Sonic 1 are some of the locations. Otherwise, everything else is handled differently. The special stages are handled differently. It has its own unique soundtrack after a certain point. It's pretty cool. I actually really like this one as well. It's more, I guess, traditional, more platforming oriented, which I guess makes sense because it's a, you know, it's a Master System game. But there we go. Whoa. Look, what did I do that for? I just slipped right into the thing. But this game does also have special stages if you get 50 rings, but they aren't for Chaos Emeralds this time. They are for getting extra continues and making good progress throughout the world. So the Chaos Emeralds are like obtained in each stage, so you'll see the first Chaos Emerald now in this act. This game can get quite challenging at some points though, so expect me to potentially, you know, not guaranteed, but expect me to potentially die. Get a shield, that'll help me a great deal. Lovely. Help? Help? You did the impossible. What, did you complete Cuphead? Hello? You bugged Cuphead? How? Oh. You didn't warn me when you go to post the links. Hang on. No worries. Let's have a look at this thing. What am I looking at? What's bugged about this? It's just I just see a screenshot of the game. Oh, you died and the game's still going. Okay, now I follow. Oh. Oh dear. Oh dear. That's a bit of a bug. Just a bit. Alright, let's go down here and it should be the first Chaos Emerald. There we are. Beautiful. God, it's normally me that breaks these games like this. Hello? Oh, there's something actually. John, did you? I just suddenly got reminded. Did you ever finish your Star Wars playthrough?
Hello, Fallen Order?
Yeah.
No, I haven't finished it yet.
You plan to at some point?
Hopefully. Don't know really. Hopefully soon. Can't say when. Maybe tomorrow, who knows.
Oh, if you go to stream it, let me know. And I'll pop by. Oh. Alright, time for a boss battle against Dr. Eggboy. This boss is a little bit easier on the Game Gear version, because like this game's on the Game Gear as well, a specific version of Sonic 1. And it's about the same, but one of the big differences is the screen is very zoomed in. So you can, like right now I can't hit him at all. In the Game Gear version I can just jump up and boop him easily peasily. It also makes other segments of the game easier, it makes other segments of the game harder. It's quite interesting. I'm not going to cover it though, because it's basically the exact same game. It's not really worth playing again. But yeah, this is on the Game Gear as well. The same thing goes for the next game we're going to play after this, which is Sonic 2. I'm doing a Sega Saturn version of that, which, oddly enough, I think only ever released in Europe. I don't think that released in America, which is a bit strange, because I don't think the Master System was really alive and well when it came out. But it was over here, because Britain was Sega land for a long time. Probably up until like the PlayStation came out, it was Sega land over here. Yeah. Oh, I love the music and the stage. Oh, so good. I'm trying to remember who actually worked on this soundtrack. I can't remember. But they did a bang-up job. Like, it's pretty interesting as well, because I kind of want to know more about the development of this version of the game, because I think this was I think the studio made this is called Ancient? Oh, no, not Ancient, Aspect, I think they're called. And I think this was like one of their very first games, and I'm just like, that's, for an early title for that studio, it's really a bang-up job, honestly. If it wasn't Sega, it was Nintendo. Yeah, I guess, but I've always come across Sega more often, you know. Like out of everyone I knew in school and stuff, I think I was like the only one really with Nintendo systems up until like the GameCube. Seen quite a few more people had a GameCube, but you know, N64, I think I was like the only one out of my friend group back in the day. Super Nintendo, I was the only one in my friend group to have one, so there we are, lovely jubbly. Actually, then again, I remember N64 had a big thing with GoldenEye. I think I do specifically remember playing that with friends. So there's that as well, I guess. But you had the Nintendo system thanks to your brother. Yeah, that's true. You did mention that before, actually, how you had quite a few of them thanks to him. How is he doing these days, anyway? I haven't heard from him for a while. Ooh. Spinning. Yeah, there you go. Those bandings are a pain in the ass. Because they can very easily clip you. You need to roll into them. Die, you evil buzz bomber fiend. Lovely. Oh. Ugh, I almost went right into that guy. Kind of reminds me of Gary the Snail from SpongeBob in a way. Only if Gary had spikes. Just like Eggman programs them and go meow every now and then. God, slow down! Oh god. I was almost fish food. So now the knees out working. That's fair enough. Look! Beauty. Beautiful. Beautiful. It's usually the next zone after this one where the difficulty starts to raise with this game. I remember back in the day when I was young, I used to be fucking awful at this game, and I usually got frustrated and just reset back to the Mega Drive version. These days I can play decent enough. I'll make mistakes and stuff, but you know. Right, wait for the camera to zoom a little bit so I can zoom my way across this bridge. There we are. Like the frame rate melts when you run across the logs. I wish I could say that was my PC, but it's not. It's not the emulator. That's just how the game runs. Lovely jubbly. Alright, time to follow the bridge boss. This guy always gave me trouble. He always gave me shit. Alright, 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6. And then 2 more boops and he is out of here. Lovely jubbly. I say he always gave me shit and I just effortlessly beat him, but trust me, when you don't know a tactic, he can give you some trouble if you don't know what you're doing. I was a child. Did you say something, John? I think your mic just cut out.
No, just interesting.
I have no idea what you're saying. Your mic's acting up.
Obviously.
What?
All of them.
You could probably listen back on the stream if you want to, so you can get a general idea. It might help you figure out what the problem is. Dun, 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 dun.
How about
Talk for a sentence.
testing? Testing? Hello? Oh yeah.
There you go. Yeah, it's fine now. Cool beans.
That was weird.
It's been like that since earlier today. Well, actually, I think it's happened yesterday as well, didn't it? Is your cable loose or something?
Don't know, I just took the track and plugged it back in.
Huh.
So maybe.
Yeah, I always lose track of where the Chaos Emerald is in this zone. It's not a big deal if I miss the Chaos Emeralds in this game. They don't do anything. They remove the pollution at the end of the game and that's it. So, in terms of like a actual big ending, you don't get supersonic or anything important. It's kind of like Sonic 1 in that regard, because like Sonic 1, Chaos Emeralds just give you a bunch of flowers. So, you know. I think it's down this way. Is it? Yeah, I think it's left by here. If I can make the jump properly. Gotta go. Glyn just got home and saw food. Alright, no worries. Thanks for popping by. See you later. Oh wait, hold on. I just did the derp. I'm trying to remember the exact area the Chaos Emerald is in. I think it's... Ooh! I think it's this range somewhere. But, you know, I could always be wrong. Just need to jump from a lower angle, I think, because, There you go, how about that? There we are. There we go, and down here, and this should lead me to the Chaos Emerald. There it is! That's an easy one to miss. Took me a long time to figure out how to do that one. Oh, ring box, don't mind if I do. Find myself doing this more often as well to control the camera in this game as well. Because, again, as you can, it's quite obvious there's a lot more, like, traditional platform focus as opposed to gotta go fast. So, yeah, I gotta take things nice and brisk on this game. You still can get a nice flowing going, though, if you know what you're doing in this game, and that's what I like. Blood! Okay. Oh, I almost went into a pit because I bounced off the padding. Oh my god, that would have been horrible. Oh well. We did good. Beautiful. Oh, So these are the special stages you gain for 150 rings, and they're not really necessary at all in this game. They can completely skip them, but they do give you goodies if you, you know, if you get the rings and stuff. They give you the Chaos Emeralds. Not Chaos. They give you extra lives. What am I talking about? I can't even speak anymore. So if I take the right spring, I said the right spring, there you go, it sends me all the way up here so I can get this conch box, which is just a continue. I probably won't be using it, hopefully I won't be using it, but hey, you never know. Beautiful. Bellissimo! Oh. Bellissimo. Oh yeah, oh shit, yeah, I was gonna say, John, how late do you reckon you're gonna be around later today?
I don't know really. Okay.
I was gonna ask if you want to watch something later on once we've, finished up, basically once I've finished up helping Kat out with her stream, because I need to give her a hand, before, you know. So if you're around once I'm done helping.
If I'm around, I'll let you know.
Okay, doke. Cool beans. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Yeah, I heard the issues were a bit crazy. Amanea mentioned earlier on, like the microphone was chaotic or something. So I'll see if I can help out, give my input. Dun, 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 dun. Alright, the thing about this level is, the floor, as soon as the floor goes off screen, it's no longer there. It's a bottomless pit below you, so you will die if you jump too much and just fly off. Only cleared up when I started talking in Chinese. What? That's one, okay. I guess you could just do a Chinese-only stream. That's a solution. You just have to have, like, live captions or something. Is that a thing you can get, like, live captions? I don't know if there's anything like that exists for streaming in terms of tools. This is a fun level, but it's kind of tricky. You never know. Never know. It's a possible suggestion. I don't know. Alright, gotta be careful up here. I think this is where the platform starts to get real tricky, because if I get too close to the edge of one of these platforms, Sonic will just, like, clip into him. And the camera will zoom up, so I need to be... Gotta be safe. You gotta go fast, but remember, you also gotta be safe. Remember, kids, wear a face mask. Says the one person who doesn't have a face mask. I don't go out, though, so... don't really need one. But then again, the one day I go out, it's like, oh shit. Yeah, I don't go outside, so I am bothered to get one. Like, I probably will grab one for when I do go out next, though. I think my father actually has a spare one, so I could nick that off him. Ugh. Alright, time for the boss fight. Yeah, I should get one. It's definitely for the best. Ugh. Yeah, that's true. There we go. Again, I'll check in with my father, because I think he does have a spare that I could use. Whoop! Because then at least then I'm covered if I ever decide to actually go outside and do things, you know? No! I beat the boss as well. That's the worst thing about it. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Alright, try that again. What's kind of tricky about this boss is like his little ball things, when they explode, the puff of smoke they leave out, then that remains there, and that is just a constant, like, threat. Like, if you touch the smoke, you die. Alright, let's try this again. This could be tricky. Like, this boss isn't necessarily hard, but it's easy to die on. If that makes any sense. I don't know if it does. Ugh. Oh, cool beans. It's mainly because he's in such a predictable pattern, but it's like one slip up and off the plank I walk. Okay, this time I'll wait for the game to unlock the screen before. There we are. Before just jumping off to my doom. Oh lordy. Sonic has passed Act 3. Ah, there we go. This level. People, if you think this level's bad on the Mega Drive version, oof. Oh, this stage is horrendous on the Master System. It's so slow. I don't like it. Like, look at this. I mean, it's got fucking kicking music though. I have to give it that. Oh shit. I need a bubble. I need a bubble. I need a bubble. At least it doesn't have the dun 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 music going off. Give me a bubble, please. I feel like your eyes are tripping. Oh no. Give me a bubble. Oh, thank you, bubble. See what I mean? It's so slow. It's like the Master System like has a fit with this game. Oh well. This level is only like one stage, so come on.
Alright.
Oh, okay, get a bubble. Come on. Come on. It's not gonna show up, is it? Oh, there we go. Oh god. They really had a better handle on these, yikes, yikes, yikes. He's gonna shoot his orbs at me. Alright, as soon as he shoots all four, I will jump back down and I should despawn the orbs and I can get myself another bubble. This is a much slower game than the first one. Oh shit. There we go. Again, none of this is like saying the game's bad or anything, but you know, it's a bit more flawed in certain regards. There's other things I actually prefer in other regards as well, though. So, it's one of those give and take sort of deals. Up here. Oh god, the game's having a seizure. I don't know what it is about this area in particular. When I jump out of the water, the game like flips out. I can't figure out what palette to use. I know that. Then I guess it makes sense because the Master System can only use like so many colors at once. I don't know how many colors it actually uses. Like maybe 16 colors in a single screen or something. Maybe I don't know. I could be wrong. I have no idea. Actually, there we go, John. I got a task for you. John?
Hello?
Yeah. Could you look up how many colors our Master System can show at one time, please? That's so slow.
64?
64.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Okay, a bit more than what I said. Actually, yeah, that's true, because that is way more than 16 going on right now. Okay. Neat.
Okay.
Just wondering. That's a fucking... Why would you put an Orban art here? Dear Mr. Whoever made this game. Why have you done this? I hope I can just jump out of the water here and get some air. Oh no, that doesn't count! Oh, quick! Get to the spring! Get to the spring! Get to the spring! Get to the spring! Wait, where's the spring? There it is! Oh, thank God for that. That would have been hell. Alright, try and go back that route again. I swear to God, if that Orbinaut has his orbs back, I'm gonna be very sad. I've probably gone too far away. You might do. Oh no, he didn't. It saved. Okay, excellent. And it's a dead end, so I did that for absolutely nothing. Okay, well, I guess I got rings. Yeet! Alright, let's try to take the normal route. But yeah, it is really curious to me though how a lot of these 8-bit Sonic games in America just didn't come out on the Master System. Because I think the way they developed a lot of these were they made a Master System version first and then they did a port side by side for the Game Gear. Maybe not so much with this particular Sonic game, but for Sonic 2 onwards, that's I think how they handled developing them. It's kind of strange. Ah, shit. Oh no, this is problems. This is a problem. I have to be more patient when it goes down. There you go. Come on, Sonic, you can make it! Toot Sonic Warrior. If you try, you can do anything. Oh, as the song goes. Oh, thank God. Bubble. I just think that bubble saved me from getting hit again, so there's that. Hoi oi oi. I'm not gonna lie, I actually do fancy myself a drink now. There's nothing here though. Actually, there's something my mother mentioned about, you know, because my father gave me that slush puppy earlier on. My mother mentioned actually they do like Strombo Dark Fruit slush puppies somewhere, and I like. Okay, that sounds like that could be very nice. I want to try that at some point.
Don't know about that.
They are meant to be lovely, apparently. People love them.
I don't like dark fruit though, so.
Yeah, so it won't be your cup of tea. Alright, if I run down here, the Chaos Emerald should be in that spike pit. There we are. Beautiful.
The Steam 2020 badges are on the badge page already, by the way.
Oh, won't be long until that sale starts then.
20 hours. I own all the Sonic games on Steam, by the way.
What, every single one?
Well, there's a sale on the franchise today, and I looked at the page and it says all in my library.
Oh wow.
So
Oh wait,
I own them all.
there's a Sonic franchise sale on now.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. If anyone likes any of the games they see, check that out.
Up to 95% off.
Good beer and
What are you
whiskey.
playing right now?
None of the ones that's on Steam.
No.
Oh fuck, I died. This was never released on
Right.
PC, so...
Sonic Adventure Battle 2 is 50p.
Okay, you said that completely wrong.
What?
Sonic Adventure 2 Battle.
Yeah, I'm reading it in the image.
Sonic Battle Adventure 2.
Uh,
That spun me out then. I was like, well, yeah, well, hold on.
That's why you're the master.
Are you
I'm
sure?
the student.
Are you sure that's not just the DLC? Because the battle part of it is considered DLC on Steam. Because that sounds
check.
way cheaper than I'd expect that game to ever go. Because it's not like that's a small game. That's a pretty decent, largish game. In terms of what you get, there's a lot of content in there.
Oh no, yeah, it is DLC.
Okay, there you go. What's the main game then cost?
150.
150. That's more like I was expecting. That's a damn good price for it. God, I remember back in the day I had my copy of Sonic Adventure 2 for like 50 quid, 40 quid. Those are the days. Apparently some of the Dreamcast games actually go for decent money these days, in certain countries, which surprised me.
Alright.
Like I saw someone on one of the Discord servers saying they were looking for Sonic Adventure 2 and Sonic Adventure 1 on the Dreamcast, and it was costing them a lot of money. I'm like, oh shit.
I have my copy here somewhere.
They are still popular, yeah. They're good games. They still are good games. Bit dated in some regards, but you know, I'll always defend them. I have seen an uptick in people recently. Well, not recently. I'd say from a few years ago till last year sometime. I saw a big uptick of people saying these games are terrible. No, they were never good. I'm like, guys, hello. I understand if you don't like them, but you know, calm down. That seems to have calmed down, and now we have the other extreme of everyone saying they're the best thing since sliced bread. So, oh well.
Oh no.
The adventure games. They are great games, though. I do recommend them. I love the things.
No, yeah, I like them.
Especially when you mod some of them, because like Adventure DX, on Steam, for instance, is it's not as good as the Dreamcast game. That was a short level. But if you apply certain community-made mods to it, it makes it pretty much the definitive version of the game because it adds in all these extra things. It fixes the widescreen support. And one of the mods just takes the Dreamcast visuals and they ported them over, which is good because the Dreamcast version looks significantly better visually. You know, because it's got better lighting, the texture work is more detailed. Lower poly character models, but I honestly really like how they looked, so. But that's a personal preference thing, honestly, if you like the character models or not. Well, actually, it's a personal preference if you like anything, really. There's no such thing as an opinion, that's a fact. There we go. Look, right into the fucking fire. I think when the path diverges, that's where I need to go for the Chaos Emerald. So it's up here. There we go. Yeah, one thing I'm kind of hoping that someone does, I think it's the final one of these, down here. Here it is. One thing I hope that people do is, like, for Sonic Adventure 2, because the modding community for that's starting to kick off a bit more than it used to be. I'm kind of hoping someone tries to make, like, a Dreamcast conversion mod of some kind, or maybe a lighting mod. Because Sega, with those ports, for some reason, have a habit of making the lighting effect worse every time they touch the games. You know? I'm very confused. Do I go up here? Oh no, I think I don't. I go down this way. There we go. So that's a thing. And as a result, like, basically the games don't look as good as they could do. So I'm kind of hoping that someone for Sonic Adventure 2 ports over the Dreamcast lighting effects again. You know? Such a weird problem, though. I don't know why it's the lighting specifically in all these ports that gets, you know, really taken out. It doesn't ruin the games by any means, don't get me wrong, like, they're still good. But it's just an odd thing that I always notice, like, when they port it, it always seems to be a lighting effect that disappears or two.
Odd.
Like, the Dreamcast version of Sonic Adventure 2 is probably the best looking version of the game. Then again, I don't know, the GameCube version does have, like, that game wasn't nearly as messed with as Sonic Adventure 1, but it's like, there's less lighting going on, you know? So. Although with that game, the best version is probably either the PC version or GameCube version, because there's just so much more added in the battle version of it. So, I don't know. Well, I say so much more. It wasn't that much more, but it was enough added to be sizable enough to say, okay, this is the definitive version of the game. You know? Like, they fixed up the Chow Garden, they made some gameplay improvements. I'm just rambling at this point. I'll talk more about them games when I actually get to them. But hey, we're coming up close to the end of Sonic 1 Master System. It's a short game. Although this level's a bit of a maze, yeah. What's interesting about this though is like this is normally the final zone in Sonic 1 Mega Drive, but it's not on here. They've kind of changed the what's the word I'm looking for here? They kind of changed the way the zone's structured, if you get me. So instead of getting a boss here, you go to another level completely, which is completely original, which is kind of neat. I think it's this way. I want to say it's this way. I hope it's this way. Alright, hit the switch again. There we go. Bellissimo. Look at the fat man run. Always baffled me how he's always runs faster than Sonic in these games. So, actually,
I also looked at the Avengers earlier.
Oh yeah?
I didn't really watch the entire thing, but what I saw was it looked pretty good.
Okay, so was it better than the initial demo they showed then? Because that's what I'm
From
curious
what I
about.
saw, I'm gonna say yes.
I'll check out the footage later because I'm curious. In that case.
They have an evil boss they showed off.
Hmm.
Basically Krang.
Basically. Oh, okay. It could be that. I can't remember his name. It could be the guy that I always see in Marvel vs. Capcom.
I think it's called Modus.
Yeah,
something.
that's the guy. He's in Marvel vs.
Yeah.
Capcom.
It looks pretty cool. I didn't really look at it in full
though. I'll check it out a bit more in detail later on. If I wasn't streaming, I probably would have watched it. Honestly, but you know my motto: fast blue boy goes fast. Preferably without me sounding like a bird. Oh god. Alright, I just have to wait for this Orbiter to very slowly move to the left. It's got jamming music. Could do without the flashing screen as well. Thanks, game. Wait, did the frame rate just double for a second? What? Hello? Okay, I'm a little concerned. By a little, I'm very concerned. I need rings. Come on. There we go. Come on, rings, please. Rings. You got any rings? Oh, I don't need them at the end of the level. There we go. Oh, thank God for that. Sonic has passed Act 1. Oh. Alright, so I got 2 routes to go in this level. I have to take the secret route because I'm after the Chaos Emerald. Which is down right but there. Like next to impossible to see on the Game Gear version if I remember. So yeah, this is the stage. Doing this skips most of the level, but you know, I have no choice if I want the emerald. Funky music though. Anything up here? An extra life. I think I'll pass. I don't need another extra life. Well, I've hit the live limit, so I can't get another one. Unless they roll over, because some of these games, like, they have 9 as the maximum lives, but the number actually rolls over. So, it's hard to say. Okay, I'm getting close to the emerald. Where's the final platform to jump on? It's around here somewhere. There we go. And there's the emeralds. Now it's time to make a runner for it before that happens. Oh, jeez Louise. What's really annoying is when you die there, you kind of, because you have to do the whole thing again, it's just a big wait. Ah, goodness. Goodness gracious. It's like I've gone through most of the games very smoothly now, so this is going to be the point that screws me over, this one area, right before the end of the stage. If I'm smart about this, I may be able to... Wait, they're not shooting anymore. What? Okay, that... Hello? Alright! Weird. Sure, I guess. That was a level. Well, thanks to those rings that I can't use. Interesting. But there we are, all 6 Chaos Emeralds. I didn't even need to go that route that time though, I just realized, because the Chaos Emeralds already picked up when I went past that, so I didn't know it saved the emerald when you... Huh. I learned something today. Right, boss fight time. Now what's interesting about this boss is, as long as you stand at a certain point, like I think over here, you can't get hurt. So you just need to be very careful with your timing and just stay to the left as much as you can. Bop, bop. Dun, 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 dun. There you go. Damn it! I knew that was going to happen. That gets me all the time. That bloody trap of his. Because he starts changing up the pattern of how the laser beam fluctuates. Alright, try this again. I got too greedy. I'm gonna lose all my lives on the final boss. There we go. There we go. Don't get too greedy now. Patience is key. Ba 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 da 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 da. One thing I want to try one day actually is like certain models on the Master System in Japan, they have an FM synthesizer chip in them, right?
Oh, well, I see, yeah.
And someone's made a mod for this game that to enable it to be able to use that FM synth chip. So I want to try that one day. I want to give that a download and see how that works with in regards to this game's soundtrack. See how the chip handles it, you know? Because it generally makes the game music, you know, on the Master System sound much nicer. Like if you listen to Phantasy Star's soundtrack and then the FM version of it, it sounds lovely. It's actually one of the cool things about the Switch version of Phantasy Star 1 is that it has the FM as an option. Hey, I beat him! Come back here, Eggman! Oh no, he's gone into the teleporter. What do I do? Well, normally you think you just follow him, but he's... Eggman, what are you doing? Oh, there we go, he's gone. Okay, let's follow him. I don't know how... what confuses me about this is I take the same teleporter as him, but yet he's in Green Hill Zone in his thing, and I just teleport out of nowhere and boop him in the head. Like, it feels like time has passed, and I just teleported elsewhere. It's weird. But I digress. Oh. That's Sonic 1 Master System. And with that, The island's pollution! 'Tis gone!
I know.
Victory is ours! Oh my god! Oh. Okay, the score's tally. Can I skip the score? Nope. Okay, I'm stuck. Special bonus! Whatever that is. Probably for a special stage, I guess. Game? Are you gonna do anything? Game? Oh, there we go. There we go. It's doing something. There we are! Fun fact, this ending credits theme was actually reused in Sonic Unleashed. They remixed it to become Savannah Citadel's Daily Zone music, so that's kind of cool. They did a similar thing actually recently as well with Generations, where like in City Escape, one of the versions of that, they used one of the two-player mode musics from Sonic 3 and remixed that into it, which was kind of cool. Dun, 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 dun. Ah. Yeah, that was Sonic 1. I like this game. It's a good one. You know, it has some low points, obviously, but you know, it's a solid, fun title. Yeah, it is really quick to beat. I think most of the 8-bit Sonic games are pretty small, honestly. The next game might take me a bit longer, strictly because it is infuriating. That's a blunt way I can put it. It's infuriating. You might see some small rage from that one. Especially when they're trying to get the Chaos Emerald in the second zone. Jeez Louise. Is that it? Am I just stuck here now? I guess so. Alright, I'm gonna just quickly switch the game over then. Alright, so yeah. That was Sonic 1. Excellent.